Well, hopefully I have a good internet connection here. I've been struggling with this a little bit this morning. Had some connectivity issues. So as Facebook builds us a little audience here, I'll try to get to the place where everything works and looks right. And so let me know, announce yourself as soon as you come on. I'll look forward to seeing you in this broadcast. So if you're here, let me know that you're here, and I want to address you personally this morning. So my question is very simple. What makes you alive? What makes you alive? I want to make sure that we understand the value of what makes you alive. And so today we're going to talk about what makes you alive. Let me see here. I'm sure we've got everything going on. Brooke, good morning. Vicky, good to have you. And then we have the +1, which is what Facebook does. It'll put +4 or +1 or +6, and it's like, okay, you're supposed to tell me who's on, and I'm not getting that, anything but the plus. So, but today I want to talk about what makes you alive. Yesterday I talked about being a world changer, and when I talked about being a world changer, I'm passionate about this. I've been talking about changing your world for a long time. Good morning, Brooke. Good morning, Vicky, and whoever else has been joining us now. But I want to talk about being a world changer. I had an amazing little conversation with Tanya Shipman just a little bit ago. She does a live feed late at night from Australia, which is early in the morning for us. And so this morning Tanya was on, and she invited me to join her, and so I did, and we had a nice little conversation about the value of Facebook Live and what you can do with it, and the power that it has. Hello, Mark. And the power that it has to be able to make a difference in people, and the value that you can bring by being able to give good quality content to others. And so I don't want to repeat those things because that was a fun interview. We had a fun time with that, and that's available in my personal profile, so you're welcome to check that out if you like. But I want to talk about what makes you come alive today. I posted this comment yesterday evening, and when I posted this comment, I got pretty good response to it for a late night post. And so I want to talk about this. I don't frequently print things off that I'm going to read, but I want to get this perfect. I want to get it word for word perfect because I think it's really important. Good morning, Jeremy. Good morning, Sergio. And so this is the quote. I want you to listen carefully to this quote as I read it. Don't ask yourself what the world needs. Now, see, I've been saying for a long time what you need to do is you need to find a need and you need to fill it. But this flips that on its head, and so it's hit me hard. It's like, really? Okay, that seems a little contrary to what I normally talk about. And so let's see if we can't turn this around and make it make sense. And I went on to read the rest of the quote because this is a powerful quote. I'm competing with the semi-trucks, but I had to get closer to the house this morning because of the internet connection. Good morning, Julie. Don't ask yourself what the world needs. Ask yourself what makes you come alive, and then do that. Ask yourself what makes you come alive, and then do that. Because what the world needs is people who have come alive. What the world really needs is people who are alive. Not people who are feeling a need, but people who are alive. And I think that's really the essence of what I've been trying to say for some time now, is that this is really about coming to life. I've said what jumps you up in the morning, what wakes you up, what makes your feet hit the floor, what do you get excited about? What is it that you do that makes you committed to being alive? And so this morning we're talking about, good morning, Greg. Good morning, Karen, Kevin. Several of you joining now. Appreciate that. But I want to talk about what makes you come alive, because what makes you come alive is the key. That's the secret. What the world needs is people who are fully alive. People who are fully alive, fully committed to making a difference where they're at. Because there's something in you. I don't know what it is, but there's something in you. And that's the reason why I posted the link up here. We're going to have a webinar on Thursday evening, and we're going to talk about how you find that something. And I'm going to give you 9 areas that, and I'm not selling anything, I'm just going to give you 9 areas that I think you can begin to look at that will make you come alive. And those are things that make a powerful difference in your world. So click on the link above. Make sure that you put your email in there. It takes you to the webinar registration page. I don't care if you attend the webinar or not. I'd really love to have you on the webinar. But if you're interested in finding out and exploring what makes you come alive, then make sure you follow through the steps there. Do that for me. I think you'll be glad. And so make sure that you get an opportunity to do that, because I want to talk about what makes you come alive. Because what the world really needs is people who have come alive. If you are engaged in your community, in the thing that makes you alive, you'll make a bigger difference than what you leave behind. See, I think you need to focus your attention not on what you're going to leave, not what you're going to leave behind, but what you're going to leave inside of other people. And so that webinar is going to focus on what do we leave inside of other people that will make a huge difference, far greater than our legacy, far greater than our impact, far greater than our heritage, far greater than our money, far greater than those things. It's what you leave inside of somebody that makes the difference. And I want to talk about on that webinar on Thursday night what it is that you leave inside, what makes you come to life, and how that life then gets placed in somebody else. Because that's where your real value comes from. That's where your real meaning and purpose comes from. And I've struggled with trying to put those pieces together, and I've got clarity about it, and I want to share that clarity with you. And I want to invite you to participate with me on that Thursday night. Not selling a product, not selling a program, not selling a promotion, but I am going to talk about the 9 things that I think will make a huge difference in the value that you bring to your world, in identifying what wakes you up in the morning. When you come alive, what is it that causes you to come alive? You may not know what it is yet. I know what it is for me. You may not know what it is yet, but it's time for you to discover what that is, so that you can begin putting in other people what you're going to leave behind, rather than what you leave. It's what you invest in somebody else. So we're going to talk about that on Thursday night. If you want to join me, I'm excited about that. The link is right there. And if not, just put your email in there, and we'll be following up with you and giving you the information where you can find that out. But yes, it's going to be, I haven't thought about calling it a Come Alive webinar, but that's kind of a good idea, Joanna. So are you all with me? How many of you think this is a good idea? That we focus our attention on the things that will change our world. How many of you think that's a good idea? Let me know if you think that's a good idea. Give me a thumbs up, give me a likes, give me a love, give me a heart, give me a comment. Do something that can help me to identify the fact that you think this is going to have some value. All right, I realize that it's the heart of the summer, and we got lots of stuff going on, but I think it's important that we start to focus our attention on the things that make us alive, because it's alive people that the world really needs. It's alive people. That's what changes the world. Not people who are going through a routine, but people who see a value and a purpose in what they do and who they are and their contribution to the world, and who are committed to investing themselves in other people, because that's far greater than anything else that you can do. So thank you for all of the stuff that you've shared here. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for the likes and for the love and for all of that. I appreciate that. I'm looking forward to the webinar on Thursday night tomorrow. I'll do the coffee shop show with Tom. And so I'm looking forward to that. I'm glad to be back. Missed that last week. Always leaves a little vacuum in my life when I'm not able to do that. And so we, for some reason at that time on the way back from St. Louis, we end up in a bad rainstorm, and we don't ever get that. But thank you so much for joining us as we talk today about what makes you come alive. Because what makes you come alive, and I'm going to continue this, I'm going to talk about this tomorrow, I'm going to talk about it on Thursday, and then I'm going to do the webinar on Thursday night. But what makes you come alive is what your contribution to the world is. And we're going to help you to hone in on that. We're going to help you focus on that. We're going to help you to find that and discover what that is, and pursue the things that are necessary in order to fulfill that. What makes you come alive? Because what the world really needs are people who are alive and making a difference and investing into other people and contributing into other people. So that's what happens, okay? So thank you so much for joining me today. I look forward to tomorrow. The Coffee Shop Show will be right back here at 9 o'clock. Same channel, same everything. So look forward to talking to you at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning with my partner Tom from the Old Town Coffee Shop. Okay? I love you. Thank you for being a part of my show today.